After living in 5 different Boston neighborhoods and suburbs over the past 8 years, I'm asking myself a question that might surprise you. Should I leave? Well, today I'm sharing my unfiltered experience of what it's really like to live in the Boston area, plus the renovation versus moving dilemma that we're facing, and our exciting new project to explore neighborhoods from Charlestown to Newton, from South End to Winchester. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this decision is so much harder than I expected. Hey Boston, Kimberly Meserve here. Back in 2017, I packed up everything I owned and moved to Massachusetts, not knowing a single person here. I've rebuilt my real estate business from scratch and have since helped hundreds of clients find homes across Greater Boston. Plus, I've lived everywhere from Salem to Savin Hill to the suburbs. So today, I'm sharing my honest journey, why I came here, what's kept me here, and the property dilemma that we're facing right now. This is the real story behind the social media posts, and I'm hoping that it helps anyone considering a move to or within Greater Boston. Like I said, my Boston story began in Salem in 2017, where the history and character instantly captivated me. Living near the Common and enjoying the waterfront showed me that there's so much more to Salem than just October tourism. In 2018, I had an opportunity with the real estate team that I was working with at the time to move into the city, and I jumped on it. Thinking about relocating to Boston? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research. And I've linked it down below, from top employers to best hospitals and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is that it's 100% free. That's right, you heard me, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. Hope that helps. From 2018 to 2020, I lived in Savin Hill in Dorchester, which gave me my first taste of true city living. Being able to hop on the Red Line and get downtown in minutes was incredible. I loved exploring the diverse neighborhoods within Dorchester itself, from the Polish Triangle to Lower Mills, each with its own distinct character. I was renting at the time, and my landlord decided to sell the condo I was living in because of the real estate boom during the pandemic, so it was time to move. Next came Watertown in 2020, which at the time felt like Boston's best kept secret. This was right as development along Arsenal Street was really picking up. Living near the Charles River and being so close to Cambridge and Brighton gave me a new perspective on the western suburbs. Shortly after that, I bought a multifamily as an investment property in 2021, and I moved to West Roxbury. Everything about the property made sense from a financial perspective, and I loved the space within the unit that I chose to live in. This was during the height of the pandemic, so my life was so much more focused on time at home when I wasn't working. Living here showed me a completely different side of Boston. More residential, family-oriented, with incredible green spaces. We still own that property as an investment property today, which tells you how much we really believe in that neighborhood. Center Street became my go-to for everything from coffee to dining, and I really appreciated the proximity to Dedham and Roslindale, which gave me the opportunity to explore a completely different side of the city. In 2022, an opportunity presented itself to buy our current home, which we originally intended to turn into a rental property. Since 2022, I've been living in a suburb about 15 minutes north of the city. While I enjoy the space and quieter pace, I do find myself missing the energy of neighborhoods like South End or Back Bay. So here's what nobody tells you about living in Boston. This city changes you. You become a different person here. You learn to navigate winter storms on the T, deal with parking challenges in Beacon Hill, and you really appreciate spring in the public garden in a way that you never did before. The pros are substantial. We have world-class healthcare at places like Mass General and Brigham, incredible education options, and distinct seasons that make you appreciate each one. The history and character are unlike anywhere else, and the sports culture really becomes part of your identity, whether you want it to or not. But there are real challenges too. The cost of living continues to climb, especially in hot neighborhoods like Southie and the Seaport, and the housing market requires significant compromise unless you have unlimited resources. Plus, the infamous New England Reserve means that building a community takes time and intention. Now that we have a baby and a dog, we're facing a classic Boston housing dilemma. Like I said before, our current home in the suburbs was actually purchased as a future rental property for us. We intended to live here for just a couple of years before turning it into an investment. The house really does need some renovations to truly fit our lifestyle needs, and we have done some minor updates like painting, but nothing major. So here's where it gets complicated. Recent sales on our street have been eye-opening. Similar houses to ours that are just a little bit larger and more updated are selling for almost double what we paid for just a few years ago. Our house also has an expansion opportunity to add some square footage. So this really has us questioning our original plan. Should we invest in renovating this home to better fit our needs? Or is there another area where we can look for a new location entirely? When we bought this house, we didn't have a child. Now we need different features, more functional outdoor space, better storage. A more open layout would really be ideal for keeping an eye on a toddler. But the renovations would be substantial. We're talking about potentially $100,000 or more in updates. Then there's the appeal of city living that I really miss. Part of me wonders if we could find a family-friendly urban neighborhood that gives us the convenience of the city with some of the space that we need for our growing family. I do realize that it is going to be a compromise on the space, but city prices continue to climb and family-sized units in neighborhoods like Charlestown or the South End start for well over $1 million. So this dilemma has led us to create something I'm excited to share with you today, our Boston Neighborhood Search Series. We're going to systematically explore both city neighborhoods and suburban towns to find our perfect fit, and we're taking you along for the journey. We'll be exploring historic city neighborhoods with their brownstones and walkability, waterfront areas with harbor views, and classic Boston enclaves with their iconic architecture. We'll also venture into the suburbs to find those perfect town centers that blend convenience with more space and strong schools. This series will cover both well-known locations and hidden gems across Greater Boston, places with character, community, and investment potential. We've created a scoring system that considers what matters to us most: walkability and outdoor space for the baby and dog, a strong community feel, family friendliness and activities, convenient amenities, school quality, and then commute and accessibility. On top of that, we're gonna take a look at housing value and investment potential. Each neighborhood will get a score from 1 to 5 in each category, helping us compare different areas objectively. And if you're thinking about moving, this series will help you figure out which areas might be the best fit for you, whether you're buying your first home or looking for an upgrade. What makes this different from other neighborhood guides is that we're approaching it from both residents and real estate professionals. We understand both the lifestyle considerations and the investment potential of each area. So am I leaving the Boston area? Well, the truth is, not right now, but I also don't know where we will end up. We might end up renovating our current home, finding another suburban location, or returning to city living. That's the journey we're inviting you to join. From exploring Charlestown's Monument Square to Brookline's Coolidge Corner, from Cambridge's Harvard Square to Winchester's charming downtown. If you faced a similar housing dilemma, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Did you renovate or relocate? What factors helped you decide? And if you're trying to figure out your next move, whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring, please reach out. I would love to help you navigate this process. My contact information is in the description, and let me know in the comments, what's your biggest challenge when deciding where to live in Boston? Make sure you hit subscribe to follow our search for the perfect Boston neighborhood, and I will see you in the next video.